So it seems like around the world there are many people getting up before dawn to take precepts on this extraordinary holy day of the anniversary of Buddha's birthday. So the birth of Lord Buddha, also the enlightenment of Lord Buddha, and then the passing into parinirvana. So an extraordinary day for us to be doing this extraordinary ceremony of connecting directly with the Buddha. Doing this ceremony together makes it really powerful. So just like we're dotted all around Queensland, Brisbane, Queensland, possibly someone from overseas, like this, a net of light. And then there's people from all the other Dharma centres in Australia also right now doing the precepts, people around the world. So we are creating this net of light of compassion and kindness and bodhicitta to be able to hold the world together. So what we're going to do this morning is the preliminary prayers together. And then when it comes to the part where we bless the offerings that are laid out here and perhaps in your own home, then I have a screen share of Lama Zopa Rinpoche and some of the monks and nuns there blessing the offerings. So Rinpoche can also bless the offerings for us. And then we have a couple more prayers, and then we take the actual precepts themselves from Lama Zopa Rinpoche on the screen share. And so this is extraordinary times, and generally up until now it's been to keep the lineage. You have to take the precepts directly from a lineage holder of the precepts, like His Holiness the Dalai Lama or Lama Zopa Rinpoche, or one of the Geshis at the centres. But Rinpoche put this video together and asked that this stream share be available for people so that wherever you are, it's the same as if taking precepts directly from the Guru. So that's really amazing. And of course, we get the precepts in the very wonderfully eccentric and exuberant way of Lama Zopa Rinpoche. So all of the precepts comes along as a little ticker tape with the words underneath. So even if you don't have a text this morning, you'll be able to recite along. And then Rinpoche leads the mantras in a very relaxed and exuberant way, which gives us a hint of how to lead the Dharani of Immaculate Morality to keep the precepts well. So we'll take the precepts directly from Rinpoche, and then we'll do we'll be able to have our group dedications. So for those of you that want to turn your video on and say your dedication, then you can. Those of you who want to write it into the chat, then you can. Whatever's more comfortable, and then we'll say the Shanti Deva dedication prayer together and the long life prayers together. So it should be under the hour. So if you have the gold prayer book, it's on page 24. But you probably already know the refuge prayer and the bodhicitta prayer, so just join in as best as you can. So we can also set a special motivation because of the times at the moment, that in particular we're offering this precept ceremony. By the virtue of these merits, may there quickly be a cure for the virus and all the other illnesses in the world, but especially the coronavirus. May there quickly be the most perfect vaccine available to everybody. And by us motivating and doing this practice for that, then also may there be the inner vaccine to the disturbing emotions, which is the root cause of the virus. And also by us doing this practice together, may we create peace and harmony, and may it be a balm for all of the riots at the moment, and may it be a balm for all of the institutionalized racism and all of the fear in the hearts of individuals, and then a balm for all of samsara. So the preliminary prayers, thinking that we have the real Buddha here, Shakyamuni Buddha himself. And when we take refuge, it's a Mahayana refuge, so it's on behalf of everybody. So all of us here, our Dharma brothers and sisters, and we're taking refuge on behalf of all sentient beings that don't have this opportunity. It's our responsibility to take refuge for them. Lama Sangye Lama Chodejin Lama Gedunte Ongi Jepo Lama In Lama Nam Lakyab Suichin Lama Sangye Lama Chodejin Lama Gedunte Ongi Jepo Lama In Lama Nam Lakyab Suichin. The Guru is Buddha, the Guru is Dharma, the Guru is Sangha also. The Guru is the creator of all happiness. To all Gurus I go for refuge. Generating bodhicitta in English. With the thought desiring to liberate migrating beings, I shall always go for refuge to the Buddha, Dharma and Sangha until the heart of enlightenment is achieved. With perseverance, acting with wisdom, compassion and loving kindness in the eyes of the Buddhas for the benefit of sentient beings, I generate the thought of full enlightenment. Purifying the place, so the environment here in the Langri Tangpa Gompa, the environment in your own house, turn it into a pure land, Mandala. O Tan Che Duni Sajida Selma So Melpadam Vatil Tanyam Pejuriyem Ranjin Jampo Negyuchi. Everywhere may the ground be pure, free of the roughness of pebbles and so forth. May it be in the nature of lapis lazuli and as smooth as the palm of one's hand. The offering prayer. Ladam mi joy pezem no so shandan ikitro Gonzan Chetrin Anaymen Nanke Kamplon Yagyurji. May human and divine offerings actually arranged and mentally created, clouds of finest Samantabhadra offerings fill the entire space. So the offering cloud mantra, this will be our first appearance from Lama Zopa Rinpoche, in essence, one with the Lord Buddha. Oops, I haven't pushed the right button, hang on. So the offerings, well and truly blessed, the extensive power of truth, by the power of the truth of the three rare sublime ones, the blessings of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the great wealth of the completed two collections, and the sphere of phenomena being pure and inconceivable. May these piles of clouds of offerings arising through transformation by the Bodhisattvas, Arya, Samantabhadra, Manjushri, and so forth, unimaginable and inexhaustible, equaling the sky, arise and in the eyes of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions be received. So the invocation, thinking that we invite all of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas into our heart, into the space in front of us, all in essence, one's root guru, the essence of Lama Zopa Rinpoche and His Holiness the Dalai Lama, in essence, the Dharmakaya arising in the form that we can relate to. Saviour of all beings without exception, perfect knower of all things, divine destroyer of the intractable legions of Mara, Bhagavan and retinue, please come here. So now we stand up and we do 3 prostrations together. Om Namo Manjur Shriya Nama Shriya Nama Oitama Shriya Soha. Om Namo Manjur Shriya Nama Shriya Nama Oitama Shriya Soha. Om Namo Manjur Shriya Nama Shriya Nama Oitama Shriya Soha. Then the prostration prayer down the bottom of page 26 in English. To the Guru, Founder, Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arahat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conqueror, Shakyamuni Buddha, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant me your blessings. To the Guru, Founder, Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arahat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conqueror, Shakyamuni Buddha, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant me your blessings. To the Guru, Founder, Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arahat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conqueror, Shakyamuni Buddha, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant me your blessings. So just before we do the 7-limb prayer, really take a moment to rejoice. Rejoice at your opportunity, not only having a human life, but having a perfect human life. So it may not be perfect materialistically, but it's perfect for happiness, and it's perfect spiritually, perfect for the heart, and it's perfect for all the other sentient beings, because we've got everything that we need to be able to become enlightened, pretty much almost there in this lifetime for the sake of all. So as Lama Zopa Rinpoche says over and over again, it seems impossible and yet it happened. So rejoicing at our own incredible fortune and all of the merit that we must have accumulated to be able to get here, which is inconceivable. And then our merit of practicing together, and then thinking of all of the people around the world also practicing, doing precepts right now with us. So every time that you rejoice of somebody else's merit like this, then you accumulate the same merit as them again and again. And then Rinpoche says, and then if you rejoice a second time, then it doubles. And a third time, exponentially. So rejoicing again and again. And then also rejoicing about all the bodhisattvas who are still on the path, all the kindnesses of sentient beings. And when we rejoice of those who are further along the path with realizations than we are, then we still accumulate mountains of merit. We actually accumulate half of their merit. So when you think of all the bodhisattvas working continuously for sentient beings, how extraordinary. And then rejoicing at all the activities of all the Buddhas everywhere, more Buddhas than there are sentient beings. And when you rejoice about the merit of a Buddha, of a fully enlightened Buddha, then you collect 1/10 of their merit. So as Geshe Zopa could say, it's a whole world of rejoicement. So let's recite the 7-limb prayer together, first in the Tibetan. Sangha Pelgone Chasalo No Sham Yitrol Church Magabon Tomene Saiditon Tam Cheshai Gepai Gewanam La Jairam O my time Padu Lejuner Trolai Cheki Kolo Koiwadan Tajenginan Chanchui Chempono. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind. I present clouds of every type of offering, actual and imagined. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the merit of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until the end of cyclic existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for living beings. I dedicate my own merits and all others to the great enlightenment. The Mandala offering. Oi saji poikim chushim meton tram rirad linji nidekya paidi sangye shindun Miteoai Yidrokon Hamdam Chin Lai Choi Pai Shon Oi Dagi Chai Dam Hon Sun Kyewe Yo Drai Nyen Pasum Loi Dan Lon Choi Che Pai Pai Me Pai Poi Gi Le Shen Tu Sum Han Sai Dro Wa Jing Gi And in the English, this ground anointed with perfumes, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, 4 continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this as a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. The objects of my attachment, aversion, and ignorance, friends, enemies, strangers, and my body, wealth, and enjoyments, without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure and bless me with freedom from the 3 poisons. Yidam Guru Rana Mandala Kamniyatayami. I think that your mandala offering is very joyously received by Shakyamuni Buddha and the whole entourage. So now we've done the preliminaries. Now we'll take the actual precepts directly from Lama Zopa Rinpoche, the emissary of Lord Buddha.
Beings equal in the sky.
Sentient beings equally.
All the mother sent beings. You know, who has been kind to you from beginning to the birth. So then you see. So I have been experiencing general suffering of samsara and particular lower realm sufferings. Every suffering of the lower realm. Numberless times from beginning to the birth. without end, you see. So that this time we received the purporting report, received a special purporting report, not only him, but purporting report, 8 from wow, which is so difficult, it happened. Then now, you see, you met the Mahayana teaching, not only Dharma, but Mahayana teaching. So rare to meet, but it happened. So rare, impossible, rare, but it happened. Miracle. Then met a virtuous friend, perfectly qualified virtuous friend who was a real unmistakable path to enlightenment. But then met his own as Dalai Lama, but compassion Buddha, but genius. Then many other, I'm not counting myself, I'm Mr. Mickey Mouse, but all others very qualified masters were qualified, showing the whole path to enlightenment. Met so many, it's impossible, but it happened. Oh, that is so this life, you see. So the Buddha Dharma Sangha has quality, power, you see, for you to be free from samsara and for you to bring to enlightenment, Papa, make you to achieve enlightenment, Papa. So this time, yeah. So we have to suffer all the 6 realm general sufferings, particular order, without end. Again, without end. On top of what we all experience from beginning, but again without end. That you never get sleep. You never get. You are unable to eat the food. Don't get taste. You never get sleep. It's heart attack. Heart attack. But you can't relax even 1 second without free from samsara. It's like that. So, then. So that's enough. So Guru Shakyamuni Buddha was like us before, but in samsara, even all the problems before. But by meeting a virtuous friend and do that, then renounce the samsara, renunciation to samsara, generate bodhicitta, general compassion through all the sentences being general bodhicitta, then taking the Mahayana Precepts, you see, then protect well, then by following the path, then you achieve enlightenment. Like that. And myself also this time, then by kindness of the Guru, virtuous friend, then I met with minor teaching and general bodhicitta, and follow the path, definitely I will achieve enlightenment. The sentence which can do from where I receive all the past happiness from beginning to end, all the present happiness, all the future happiness up to including enlightenment. Every single happiness I can receive from every sentient being, every helping, every hunger, every animal, every human being, every soul, which can do. They are the most precious. They are most precious, most kind, most precious, most kind, most dear. You are most dear. They are your most dear. Your wish fulfilling. Your wish fulfilling. All those. Oh, enemy. All those are animals, insects, we think it's horrible. So they all have been your mother from beginning to the birth, being kind, and will be mother again, kind. The equal in the sky. And, then you can see you forget, you give up all the sentient being. Then only you work for only your happiness. There's no difference between the insect. You and the insect, no differences. So you and this ants, you and this, and to this mosquito, there, tiger, or snake, or mouse, or no difference. They're looking for their own happiness. Nothing knows others' kindness or the happiness comes from no idea. So you and them, not the sun, the mosquito, this tiny insect, exactly sun. So not therefore then for the sake of all mother sentient beings, I must yes, then I must free the sentient beings this time while I receive human body. Then I must make them free from oceans of suffering, samsara, and bring them to enlightenment by myself alone. Therefore, then I must achieve enlightenment. To be able to do it perfectly, I must teach a state of omniscience. Therefore, then I'm going to take the Mahayana Precepts in front of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. And then Guru. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So until tomorrow sun rises, I will protect these. So, I'm going to protect. Take the my presence. I'm going to protect until tomorrow sunrise. Okay. So when there's Loban, when there's Lama, then you can recite both, or recite just Loban, or because first I'm going to read in English. Okay, so now you can kneel down, both visualizing the Guru. So Shakyamuni Buddha, or here I said, the thousand-arm eye compassion Buddha, so you visualize that, it's very important. Yeah. Okay? Thank you. So please repeat all that. All the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, please pay attention to me. Master, please pay attention to me. Just as the previous Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly complete Buddhas who, like the divine wise horse, the great elephant, did what had to be done, performed the actions, laid down the burden, subsequently attained their own welfare, completely exhausted the fetters of existence, and had perfect speech, well-liberated minds, and well-liberated wisdom, for the welfare of the sentient beings, in order to benefit, in order to liberate, in order to eliminate famine, in order to eliminate sicknesses, in order to fully complete the 37 practices of harmonious with enlightenment, and in order to definitely actualize the unsurpassed result of perfect, complete enlightenment. perfectly perform the restoring and purifying ordination. Similarly, also I, who am called, and you have to mention name. You have to mention your name. From this time and the sunrise tomorrow, for the welfare of all sentient beings, in order to benefit, in order to liberate, in order to eliminate famine, in order to eliminate war, in order to stop the harms of the four elements, in order to eliminate sicknesses, in order to fully complete the 37 practices of harmonious with the enlightenment, in order to definitely actualize the unsurpassed result, perfect and complete enlightenment. With the will perfectly undertake the restoring and purifying ordination. Okay. Yeah, we do the sing also English, yeah. All the Buddhas, the Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, please pay attention to me. Master, please pay attention to me. Just as the privilege of the Gathas are perfect, complete Buddhas who light divine wise, whole and great relevant, did what had been done, performed actions. Laid down the burden, subsequently attain their own welfare, completely exhausted the fetters to existence, and had perfect speech, well-liberated mind, and a well-liberated wisdom for the welfare of all sentient beings, in order to benefit, in order to liberate, in order to eliminate famine, in order to eliminate sickness, in order to fully complete the 37 practice of harmonious with enlightenment, and in order to definitely actualize the unsurpassed result of perfect complete enlightenment, perfectly perform the restoring and purifying ordination. Similarly, also I who am called, from this time until sunrise tomorrow, for the welfare of all sentient beings, in order to benefit, in order to liberate, in order to eliminate famine, in order to eliminate war, in order to stop the harm of the four elements, in order to eliminate sickness, in order to fully complete the 37 practice harmonious with the enlightenment, in order to definitely actualize the unsurpassed result of perfect, complete enlightenment, will perfectly undertake the restoring and the purifying ordination. Going to recite the Tibetan. Chojuna Shibi, Sanjayatang, Chanju Samba Tamji, Dala Gonzo Sol, Leven Dala Gonzo Sol, Chida Nganji, Tijin Sheba, Dajamba, Yang Tabar, Zopa Sanji, Dajan Shedawu, Langbo Chenbo, Chawa Cheshin, Cheba Cheba, Kul Powa, Langri Tangpa, Jesu Topa, Sibra Gundu Jorwa, Yonsu Seba, Yang Tabeka, Leba Naba True Tu, Leba Naba True Sherajen, Daki, Senjen Tam Jiji, Tenji Jidang, Hamba Zawi Jidang, Toa Zawi Jidang, Muge Meba Zawi Jidang, Ne Meba Zawi Jidang, Chanju Chuki Chonam, Yonsu Zopa Zawi Jidang, Lana Meba, Yang Dabar, Zopa Chanju, Never Dobar Zawi Jiri, Sozo Yang Dabar Zaba, Tejendo, Da, Demon Jane, Sheji Wejang, Tudene Sunde, Chizi Sang Nimama Shije Badu, Simjen Tam Jiji Tuji Chidang, Pamba Zawi Chidang, Choa Zawi Chidang, Muge Meba Zawi Chidang, Ne Meba Zawi Chidang, Chanjuji Chuki Chonam, Yonsu Zopa Zawi Chidang, Lana Mebar, Yang Dabar, Zawi Chanju, Neba Zopa Zawi Chim, Sozon Yang Dabar, Lama Lama Precepts, all the day, the Shusen, all the Catherine. 我这不是这么装吧？啊，这操手，好像他不操手。啊，I think you received in the presence of a good generosity, they visualize, and all the Bodhisattva, so that the Kazari. The first person, then you receive the Mahayana Precepts, okay? You can think of the nature of light and you prepare to you receive the, you feel the white light, but body. Okay. From now on, I will not kill. I will not steal others' possession. I will not engage in sexual activity. I will not tell lies. I will avoid intoxicants, from which many mysteries rise. I will not sit on large high seats in beds. I will not eat food at the wrong times. I will avoid the perfumes, garlands, and ornaments. As well as dancing, singing, and so forth. Just as the art, never kill, and so forth. So too will abandon killing and so forth. May I quickly attain supreme enlightenment. May I free this world, disturbed by much suffering, from the ocean of existence. Okay. My guess. Oma ama gachela sambara sambara bara bara mahashuddha sattva brahma vishuddhi kide buja Sada Bema Beride, Bema Buja Dara Dara Samenda Avalugete Umbe Swaha Oma Amonga Shela Sambara Bara Mahashude Sada Bema Bibugite Buja Darandara Samanda Avalugiti Umbe Soha Geshila Sambara Barabara Majuda Satopama Bibugiti Buja Darandara Samanda Avalugiti Umbe Soha Oma Amogashela Sambara Baraba Mahashuddha Satopama Bibigite Bujandarandara Samanta Avalugi Umbeso Oma Amogashela Sambara Baraba Mahashuddha Satopama Bibigite Bujandarandara Samanta Avalugi Umbeso Oma Mangajela Sambara Bara Bara Majuda Sadabama Baby Vajandara Dara Samenda Valugate Ombezo Oma Mangajela Sambara Bara Bara Majuda Sadabama Baby Gate Bujadara Dara Samenda Valugate Ombezo Oma Mangajela Sambara Bara Bara Majuda Sadabama Vajandara Samenda Lugate Umbezo Oma Mangajela Sambara Bara Bara Majuda Sadabama Vajandara Samenda Lugate Umbezo Oma Mangajela Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sattva Baby Gete Buja Dara Dara Samanda Alade Umbezo Oma Mangajela Sambara Bara Mahashuddha Sattva Baby Gete Buja Dara Oma Mangajela Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sattva Baby Vajandara Samanda Valugate Umbezo Oma Mangajela Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sattva Baby Vajandara Samanda Oma Mangajela Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sattva Baby Samanda Avalugate Umbezo Oma Mangajela Bara 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 Mahashuddha Sattva Baby Tembujanda Avalugate Umbezo Consider allez, Junior. Oma Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Bama Gede Buja Dara Dara Samanda Alugate Umbezo Oma Ama Gajala Sam Bara 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 Ma Jira Zozo Bama Bevige Debuja Dara Dara Samanda Awalugede Umbeso Oma Ama Gajala Sam Bara Bara Ma Jira Zozo Bama Bevige Debuja Dara Awalugede Umbeso Oma Ama Gajala Sam Bara 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 Ma Jira Zozo Bama Vajandara Samanda, look at the Omeso, Oma Gajala, Sambara Bara Majulas. Mama baby get that Bujandara Samanda, look at the Omeso, Oma Sambara Bara Majulas, Dandara Samanda, look at it. Oma Gajala Sambaramba Machida Sudabama Oh, look at that one beso Mama Gajala Sambaramba Bujatara Dara Samenda Oh, look at the one beso Oh yeah. A prayer to keep the pure morality, abiding in the faultless morality and the Dharma rules. Complete pure morality, and the morality free from conceit. May I complete in the perfection of morality.
Now complete the perfection of morality.
Timye zuri jeme zuri nambada, lonze mebe zuri ngetunde, chinzo shu.
So now we've taken the precepts directly from Rinpoche and said the 4 prayers that we needed to say with Rinpoche. So then, let's see. Right. So the prayer for taking the precepts, the commitment prayer, the Dharani of pure morality. So that's the one that we say if we have any downfall or if we bust anything, then we immediately purify with that mantra. And then the power to keep the pure morality. So then thinking that this is my contribution to peace and happiness of all sentient beings, and in particular to the peace and happiness of all the sentient beings of this world. So then the dedication prayer, page 32. Jamchoy Semchoy Rinpoche Makia Panaim Kirgyurchi Yawan Yampa Mepayan Bone Konjoy Pawashu. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta that is not arisen arise and grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish but increase more and more. Because of the merits of taking the ordination and keeping the precepts, may I and all sentient beings achieve the two enlightened holy bodies created by the two vast accumulations of merit and transcendental wisdom.
Due to all the past best of which I merit to classify this, that I merit to classify numberless sentiment, numberless Buddhas. That which exists in the mere name. To that matter, I who exist in the mere name. Achieve the Buddhahood which exists in the mere name. acknowledge all the sentient beings who exist in Mahayana. To that Buddhahood, which exists in the Mahayana. Baba, so alone who exists in the Mahayana.
So we have a really nice dedication prayer that we can do together from His Holiness the Dalai Lama. So we can think, so for today, that we should just have one meal, if possible. I mean, you can have breakfast if you want, but generally the precepts is just the one meal, and it's around about lunchtime. So it can be when either the sun is in the zenith straight up, or it can be lunchtime by midday, or it can just be when you normally have lunch, you have lunch, and then once you go full, then that's it for none until sunrise the next day. And if you bust out on anything accidentally, then there is that the dharani of immaculate morality to immediately purify. And so of course it's different from Yungne. You can have as many drinks as you like today, but after lunch try and have them without milk or just with a quarter milk. And so, of course, the tricky one is to avoid singing and dancing to kind of really restrain all of our energy and at least just make it go into singing mantras. So let's dedicate all those dedications that we just did, and then dedicate in this very best way from the Master Shantideva. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of my merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. And the long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the new version of His Holiness being like a light in the world. Ojitem candim pendem malupa gan le joie san praijim no cadre somen Tenzengyat sola soba de som tujelon ruisho. Oops. The long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Oi tu soi chan jin jan kyo kyo wen ten zin kyo pa we kon so do po zin cho son ko we le mon to dro pa da so to je con do shop ten sure. And the long life prayer for all of our holy gurus. Oi Jesun lame kutse rabten shin nam kai trin le cho chui kia pa dang lo san tempe drome sa son gi dro we mon sel ta tu ne gyu chi